Today I've got another comparison video between two very similar flashlights, the Thrunite TN4A and the Fenix E41. Full disclosure, this video is again sponsored by Thrunite. They requested that I do a comparison of these two lights. They are very similar. What I've noticed lately, maybe I've noticed this for a while, is that a lot of companies come out with lights that are very similar. These are both 4x AA lights. And I had some comments on my last comparison video that, oh, that's a copy of the Nightcore or whatever, or that's a copy. Well, I don't know who came out with what light first, but if Thrunite comes out with a light and then Fenix copies it and it's better and cheaper, I'll go with that. Vice versa, if Fenix comes out with a light and Thrunite copies it and it's better for the same quality or less money, I don't really care that much who came out with it first. I care who has the best light. So if it's a copy, it may be a copy. A lot of lights are doing, or a lot of companies are doing similar lights, and so I don't really care. I'll go with the best light. So that said, let's have a look at the two lights. Like I said, these are both 4x AA lights. They're very similar in size and function, or at least functions. Get the price out of the way. I've got my handy cheat sheet like I had on the last one. The price on these, $15 difference. The Thrunite, let's keep the Thrunite on the left for convention. The Thrunite comes in at $49.95. The Fenix at $64.95. I'll put links in the descriptions down below. So there is a $15 price difference between the two. The size of these, if you look at the websites, it shows them as being a lot different in size, but on my own measuring, if I put them next to each other, the Thrunite came in at 114 millimeters, the Fenix at 115, maybe 115 and a half, but both very similar in length. The width, the Fenix is a little bit narrower by 2 millimeters, 45 millimeters for the Thrunite and 43 millimeters for the Fenix. So a little bit thinner there. The weight, the Fenix is also a little bit lighter, 218.6 grams, 204 grams, or 7.7 ounces versus 7.2 ounces. So a ½ ounce difference between the two. Can I feel that in the hand? If I really try and think about it, maybe the Thrunite does feel a little bit heavier. Can you feel that ½ ounce? Maybe, maybe not. If you only had one light, you probably wouldn't notice the difference. And the sizes are essentially negligible. I wouldn't be able to tell that 2 millimeter difference holding it. So I think that's all kind of a wash, fairly similar there. The brightnesses, the Thrunite is 1050 lumens. The Fenix is 1000 lumens. Your eye is not going to be able to tell a difference in that 50 lumens at that brightness. They do come in two different color temperatures, at least the Fenix or the Thrunite does. The Thrunite comes in a cool white and a neutral white, whereas the Fenix only seems to come in a cool white. The throw distance on them, I don't have any way to test this, but the Thrunite is listed as 311 meters versus 275 meters for the Fenix. I think because the Thrunite has a deeper, larger reflector. It also has an orange peel reflector versus the smooth reflector of that Fenix. They both have the same LED, the XML2U2 emitter, and as mentioned, they're both 4AA battery lights. For those of you that, for whatever reason, some people prefer the AA lights, they're cheaper, they're easier to get, whatever, you can use both of those, and they use both regular alkaline and rechargeable. The user interfaces between the two of them are actually directly opposite, and I'm going to attempt to try and remember it for the video here, but they can get a little confusing. If you own both of these, well, it's going to be a tough one. The Thrunite, you short press it and it comes on to the mode. They both have mode memory, and then short press on and off. Once it's on, you hold it down and it goes through the different brightnesses, cycling through the three. Back down, turn it off. The Fenix, you long press and it comes on, and then you short press to go between the different modes. And then you long press again and it goes off. The Thrunite has a moonlight mode, which the Fenix does not have. The Thrunite has a moonlight mode of 0.38 lumens, and you get to that by long pressing, and it will come onto that 0.38 lumens, and then back off. They also both have a turbo mode, and the Fenix, once it's on, all you do is long press it, and it's going to go off and into that 1000 lumen turbo mode, and it's actually a momentary turbo, so when you let go of it, it goes back down to whatever brightness you had. And from off, if you just hold it down, it comes on and then goes into that full brightness, the turbo mode, and then back off. The Fenix, once it's on, if you double press, it goes to that 1000 lumen turbo. Double press again, it goes to the strobe. Double press again, it goes back to where you started. and then back off. So that is a little bit confusing, but just to show you the relative brightnesses of the two, Fenix does the run times with both the nickel metal hydride and the alkaline batteries. Alkaline batteries will last a little bit longer, but since Thrunite is providing them only with the nickel metal hydride, to keep things even, I'm just going to use those numbers for comparison. Thrunite has a moonlight mode. I always appreciate a moonlight mode on a light as long as it's not a tactical light, and it will do 0.38 lumens for 80 days. The Fenix does not have a moonlight mode. From here they go up fairly similar. Thrunite 17 lumens for 93 hours versus 20 lumens for 80 hours, win for the Thrunite. 138 lumens for 14 hours versus 140 lumens for 11 hours, win for the Thrunite. 577 versus 400, 150 minutes versus 223 minutes. This is 177 lumens brighter, so I guess you would expect a little bit less runtime there. The turbo modes, Thrunite will do it for 56 minutes. Fenix does not provide a runtime for their turbo. I don't know if it's because it's the momentary or not. And from there, there's the strobe, 1050 lumens for 100 minutes. The Fenix does not have a strobe. You can forget that part there. Other than that, they both have overheating protection. If the light gets too hot, it will bump down to one level below. They both have mode memory. And on the Fenix, or on the Thrunite rather, it has a voltage indicator, and that is right here. When the light's on, if the battery's good, that little light turns blue. When the battery is on its way out, that light is red to signify that you might need to get some new battery. So that's nice. That way you don't go out with a nearly dead battery. The packaging with these, the Thrunite comes with a standard cardboard box. Comes with a belt case here, Velcro. The light fits down in here. And on the back of the belt case there is a D-ring and Velcro, and then just a regular loop depending on how you want to fix that. Aside from that, we get a lanyard, an extra button, and I believe there's an extra O-ring in there as well. And then the standard silica. The Fenix comes in the sort of blister packaging, which is always harder to get open. You have to kind of cut it to get it open. But standard Fenix packaging, a little bit more pretty retail packaging. They both come, of course, with their instruction books. I forgot. The Fenix with the belt clip is a little bit, I don't want to say flimsier, but it's a little bit flimsier. A little bit lighter weight. And maybe just a hint harder to get in because it doesn't hold open. There's the belt clip for the Fenix. On the back, just one simple loop, no D-ring, no Velcro that you can affix. The Fenix also comes with a lanyard and an extra O-ring. No extra tail button for it though. So in the end, which do I think is the better light? Let's have a look down the sheet here. The Thrunite is going to win on price. It's $15 cheaper. Size-wise, as I showed, they're all fairly similar. A little heavier for the Thrunite, a little narrower, a little wider, kind of give and take a little bit on each. Brightness levels are going to be essentially the same. You're not going to notice a difference. The modes, the Thrunite is a win here because it has a moonlight mode, which I love. It goes a hint higher, which you're not really going to see. And if you like it, it has a strobe, which the Fenix does not have. It, in theory, is going to throw a little bit farther. Again, can't test that. Same batteries, same emitter. The Thrunite has an option for both a neutral white and a cool white, whereas the Fenix has only the neutral white. The modes, as I covered, fairly similar run times. So in the end, final verdict, these are both great lights. Both companies put out quality products, but once again, I think I have to give the nod to the Thrunite. It is cheaper. It does have more features than the Fenix by a few, and so I think it is going to win out in my comparison here. But let me know what you think. Post some comments down below. Let me know if you have one of these or both of these, or if you have something else that's a similar competitor that you like better. Let me know. Otherwise, I appreciate you watching as always, and I will catch you next time.